Hi folks, Rich Nass here, Brand Director for Design News. If you saw last week's video blog, you know that I was headed into New York City to see the New York Auto Show, and I did that. It was a very interesting show. The only day I was able to attend was what they call Media Day, which is the day before they open it to the general public, and that gives the media people better access to the cars and the people who are talking about the cars. It started off with a breakfast with a bunch of presentations. Actually, a really good breakfast. I had an egg and cheese on a croissant, but anyway. The first speaker that they brought out was somebody from Nielsen, and they were giving out some awards for the best car commercials of the year. The big award was the best of the best commercial. And I thought the winner was a really good choice. It was a Volkswagen commercial. And although I admit I'd never seen the commercial before, but it featured this dog who liked to chase cars. And as the car went by, the dog went to chase after it, and he couldn't fit through his little doggy door because he had gained too much weight. So over the course of the commercial, they show the dog on a diet and doing a lot of exercise. And by the end of the commercial, he's slim enough to fit through the door, and he actually chases after a car. I thought that was inspiring, to say the least. At the end of the commercial, it had some tie-in to Darth Vader, which I didn't really understand what the tie-in with Darth Vader was, but apparently I was the only one at my table who didn't understand the commercial. Apparently it had something to do with a previous commercial, which I hadn't seen either, that was also about Darth Vader. But anyway, the guest speaker at the breakfast was a guy named Jim Farley. He was the vice president of sales and marketing for Ford. And he threw out a bunch of stats, and he also brought out some other speakers who helped him with his presentation. One of the stats that he threw up on the board was that 68% of mobile phone users sleep within easy reach of their handsets. What does that mean? I have no idea. He brought out a guy named Doug Frisbee, who is the global head of automotive technologies for Facebook. First thing I said to myself, why does Facebook need a global head of automotive technologies? I don't know. But he was talking about how automotive and social and mobile technologies are all coming together, and it actually made some sense when he described it. So maybe Facebook does need a global head of automotive technologies after all. I don't know. Then the next speaker was Brendan Cram, who leads the sales and marketing strategy for Google. What he was talking about was the convergence between geography and search. And that actually makes a lot of sense. It's already happening in a pretty big way today. But if you're familiar with Google, they all seem to be a step ahead of everybody else. And that seemed to be the case here as well. One of the examples that he used, one of the technologies that Google offers or is that they're testing with is where when he was at the airport, when he opened up his phone, his boarding pass showed up. Because the phone knew he was at the airport, and he'd probably be looking for his boarding pass. Just one small example, but I think you can see where that technology can go. Anyway, that's all for now. I took a lot of pictures at the auto show, and if you follow the link below, you'll see some of those pictures, some really cool stuff. And that's it for this week, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.